Bam, bam, bam. Build a team to win MSI with 15 bucks. Who you got? Ooh, I like these. Let me open up my pen. Why is caps $1? Surely that's gotta be a steal, right? $1? Is that a steal? Let me think. This is a hard one. Canyon at $3 I think is a steal. That's gotta be a winner. Elk at $2 has gotta be a steal as well. So that's 5. I have 10 bucks left. I'm gonna get Carrier. Because fuck it, I got the money to do it. So how much have I spent? 5. I've spent $9. So I have $6 left. Oh, I've got it, bro. It's Chovy Flandre. It's a fucking snatch. Flandre, Canyon, Chovy, Elk, Carrier. Bro, that goes crazy, that roster. I think I made the best roster possible, not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie, I think I made the best roster possible. Not gonna lie. I feel like there's some free wins here. I feel like these are free wins. Carrier, I think, is like worth it. And Faker Guma are like solid. Could you make... I feel like you can just make T1, can't you? 3, 6, 9. Oh, no, you can't. You'd have to leave someone out. And you'd be weak somewhere. Oof. What about T1 Flandre? So you'd have... How much would it cost? It would cost 1, 5, 8, 11, 15. Wait, it's T1 Flandre. Hey! That one works too. Chat, 8 plus 3 is 11, right? Yeah, it is. Who's that? Bro, what is this? What is that?
That's a good CS per minute to aim for as a mid laner in solo queue.
저는 이거 분당 CS. 여러분이 잘못하는 게 미드는 요즘 이제 시대가 많이 변했잖아요. 미드는 분당 CS를 잘 먹고 안 먹고가 상관이 없어요. 그냥 본인 눈 앞에 있는 CS 막타만 안 놓치면 돼. 본인 눈 앞에 CS가 없다면 다른 데에서 턴을 쓰고 있을 거거든. 우물에서 잠수 탈 건 아니잖아. 탑이든 바텀이든 바론이든 용이든 턴을 쓸 거 아니에요. 눈 앞에 있는
Just hit the minion.
안 놓치면 돼. 분당 CS 있어. 저는 많이 먹는다고. 그러니까 내가 잘 먹는 거지. 눈 앞에 있는 거고. 사이드 라인 밀 때 보면은 대충 그냥 스킬 쓰고 막타 안 먹고.
You need to hit the minion.
스킬 안 쓰. 막타를 안 먹고. 막타 안 먹으면 돈이 안 들어와.
If you don't last hit, you don't get the gold. You gotta last hit.
CS 누수 나오는 거 보면 나 라인 근데 잘 먹는데 왜 이렇게 CS가 안 좋지 하면은 사이드에서 놓치는 겁니다. 아니 나는 화 안 냈어. 열심히 열띤 토론을 한 거야. 여러분 롤 이거
Chovy getting angry. HLE had a fan meet in Vietnam yesterday. Oh my god. What the hell? Actually, let me put alerts on. Damn, look at all the fans. There's a lot of League fans in Vietnam, isn't there? People gathered around just to catch a glimpse of the players. Zeus was unable to greet them because of the cheers. He couldn't even say hello.
Congrats with the W yesterday, Rex. Hola, Pedro.
People gather around just to catch a glimpse of them walking into the building. That is crazy. Turnout was insane then, or what? Bit of positivity for my team. There are also thousands of dollars worth, $6,000 of fan projects going around on all the cities, from billboards to mascots to buses. Damn. We got our order hyped. Banger, making sure enemy top laner is fed. Oh, Baus on the back, Rex on the back. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, looking good. Meet my new kittens. The one on the left is called Poby, and the one on the right is called Loopy.
Daddy.
Poby and Loopy. Sweet. We saw that. I think we're good, right?
How spammable are the new champion Yunara's emotes? Let's find out. Control 1, not enough movement and doesn't feel VM enough. Still, kinda funny though. 3 out of 5. Control 2, this just kinda
This is why I don't put
sucks.
alerts
Not enough
on.
movement to be spammable. 1 out of 5. Control 3, now this emote is perfect for spamming. It's very similar to Gwen's Control 3 spam as well. 5 out of 5. Control
5
4,
out of 5.
This also just kinda sucks. And
Chat,
that's
what
a
is
1 out of
XG?
5.
Shut up.
What do you guys think of this rating?
Thoughts? Lost Ratones is the perfect example of how talent is better than hard work in esports. That said, if you ever lose or lost to them, maybe it's time to at least learn how to boil the water Lamau. I think we put a lot of hard work in. We put a shit ton of hard work in. It's rage bait. Wait, let me open up the thread. Is it rage bait? Self-made. Oh my god. Okay, TLDR for all the I expected this to interact with the sweet old school talents are greater than talents nowadays. They are simply way more talented than others, and their every scrim and solo queue is streamed. Exactly. How come in Asia you have teams fighting for top 10 random 15-year-old solo queue kiddos because they know he's going to be the deal and the next big deal, and in EU in the past 5 years the only one was Kalist? Okay, I can kind of see what he's trying to say. I always like to give people the benefit of like the doubt or whatever, you know. I'm not here to like to be like, oh my god, how dare he say that. I think what he's trying to say, and maybe didn't get his point across, is that players from old school times, their level of play is still better than all of the upcoming players. And because the upcoming players don't have the talent to beat them, then there's no good talent in Europe. I guess is what he's trying to say. Like, basically the unks, I don't know, not really unks, I don't think the players are unks, but like the players from like 2018 who were talents, there's no competition of talents for modern day league, I guess. I mean, we put on a lot of work as well. What is this? The good, the bad, the fraud. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Wait, Nemesis looks so... Wait, Nemesis looks so... What the fuck? That looks so accurate, no? Nemesis? Oh my god. No way a team with proven top-tier Worlds players that were victims of bad team politics combined with aspiring players who didn't get a proper chance to reach EU Masters Finals. Who could have seen that one coming? This is the thing that I find really funny, okay? And you can hold me accountable for this. When we first made the team, everyone said, nah, this team's just full of washed players. At best, they'll maybe win their league. Maybe. At best. But it'll be fun to watch them. And now everyone's saying, well, of course they were gonna win. They have ex-LEC and Worlds players. It's like the narrative shifted because we did well a bit, you know? Whereas at the start, I remember seeing all the comments and everyone was like, yeah, they made Worlds, but they're kind of washed now. Every LEC player that demotes from LEC or like doesn't compete in LEC for a few years and goes to ERLs, none of them really win. They're all kind of like, they're all just kind of get tossed around the ERLs and then they retire. That's basically what's going to happen. They're going to get tossed around the ERLs. They're going to lose to some no-name EU talents, and then the entertainment will end. And then when we start winning, everyone's like, yeah, of course they were supposed to win. Look at the names. Look at the names. Also, when I remember when Velia signed, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, Velia's not actually a rookie. He's been competing for fucking 6 years or whatever in ERLs and didn't get anywhere." And then people are like, "Yeah, you know, this aspiring talent." And then when Baus signed, everyone said, "There's no way. It's impossible for Baus' style to work. It's impossible. There's no way it's gonna work in pro play. It just won't work. It just won't work. Impossible." And now everyone's like, yeah, well, everyone knew Baus was so good mechanically He just needed the right environment. And it's like, guys, can you not just say that the fuck's going on? Everything's shifting. It doesn't work. It does work. What is this?
If the Baus wins EU Masters, he's LEC ready, and we should put the Baus into the LEC.
Facts.
If the Baus gets away with building troll items and his troll playstyle and gets into EU Masters, wins EU Masters, I'll give him the respect he deserves.
There it
He
is.
gets gapped at EU Masters and costs Los Ratones the chance to win EU Masters. Because
Fair
of
enough.
troll. Then I was right. So it's really that simple. If
This was 4 months ago, so this was before the EU Masters.
Los Ratones win EU Masters, Baus is the GOAT, and I was wrong.
Respect.
If Los Ratones lose EU Masters, finals or whatever, wherever, I was right. Because it's that simple. That's how OP that roster is. They don't need a good top laner. They have Nemesis, Reckless, Crown Shot, and Velia. The best player on this team by far is Crown Shot, and the second best player is Nemesis. You can clearly see
I feel like there's been games. Okay, and now everyone says these are like the best players, whatever. This best player, this best player, this best. I feel like there's been games from Los Ratones in the last 6 months where in finals or in semifinals, Baus is the difference maker. He is. You say Baus can be this passenger sometimes, but in the big games, Baus sometimes is the absolute difference maker. He either solo kills his lane, or he proxies for tempo, or he triple kills a fight, or he scales. Like that semi-finals against the Turkish team, his volley bear completely fried a team fight. His Jax was carrying in a game where Crowny was the fed one. Like, Baus isn't this unreliable passenger. He's this enigma. And if you don't invest time and resources to shut him down, and he can scale with his scaling runes and his dark seals and his refillable potions, then he's going to do big damage. But if you do suppress him, then there is... He does need time from the other players. If you do like suppress him or gank him or ban him out, he needs time from the other players to get to a break point. Like the Jax game, he was struggling, he died to Shen a few times. If he can just get to that break point, it's over. He will just completely decide the game. He will pick Kled, die 6 times in the inner lane, but he just give him 10 minutes and he is 2 levels up and he's 5k gold up with 0 kills. He just needs time. Baus just really needs time. His early game obviously is like the lane phase. Of course his lane phase is going to be hard. He's getting counterpicked in non-meta champs with full scaling runes against some of the best ex-LEC or ERL top laners with full lane runes and counterpick. Like, of course his early game is going to be hard. The only thing he needs to do is he needs to get through the first 15-20 minutes, and if he dies in those first 15-20 minutes, it takes a little bit longer. But if he doesn't, he gets there earlier. You know, he gets his conditioning out, he gets his fucking Gathering Storm, he gets his fucking scaling HP, he gets his, you know. So, yeah. So, in the games where he wins his lane with scaling runes, that's when, you know, Balsi is, like, fucking frying. But when he gets to that break point, he's unstoppable. But there has been lanes that he won. I feel like in recent times he's been like having a couple hiccups in lane, but like yesterday in the Galio game against Rumble, I feel like his lane was fantastic. Have you seen G2's MSI tier list? I feel like for me, this MSI, the biggest wild card is AL, man. How does AL match up against Gen GT1? How do they match up? I think BLG loses to both. I think BLG loses to both. But AL... I will say, you're right. AL has the coolest logo at MSI. Absolute coolest logo. Like, that logo is just... It's a panda with a fucking samurai sword, bro. And a hat on. That's fucking cool. If CFO Flying Oysters were like a fucking... Oh, what was it? Team Wales? If Team Wales had a massive whale as their logo or something, that would be cool. The panda goes hard. The panda goes super hard. What is this? We have a photo of that? Why is Velia swearing at me? Damn! Holy fuck. Holy shit. Wait, that goes kind of hard. The finals graphics being cooked. Damn, that goes hard. Clean as fuck, Rat. Clean as fuck. Clean as fuck.